Okay, I see live in the corner here now.
Yeah, we are live. That means we are here. And what does live mean? That means my point is that is actually happening. Um, Hello, everyone. I'm Larry,
Hello, I'm Candace.
and this is kind of a podcast, if you will, video podcast, where we kind of talk about different topics, different subjects, um, with our opinions, our expertise, our experiences, kind of fueling that. Every once in a while, we'll have, I think, important and kind of uh, exciting and interesting people that'll come on and share their own stuff. Um, it's really kind of hard to define it. What this will be, I think hopefully it'll just be kind of an open forum where people can talk, people can share, people will express opinions, and maybe inspire some thought or something. I don't think we have the aspirations to actually do good in the world or change anything, um, but hopefully it'll be interesting and people will listen and tolerate us for a while.
I also think this is a platform where we have those conversations that people may not want to have. We're not PC, so you're free to express yourself and you're free to tell like what you really think about things without the judgment, without stigma, without somebody putting you in a little box. If you disagree with the majority, fine, disagree with the majority. We like disagreements. We like to hear the other side of an issue. So that's a great point. We're here to just have that open forum.
So earlier this evening, we actually talked to Robert Suttle from the Zero Project, Josh Alexander, and Lisa Biagiotti from the documentary The Deep South. And it was a great conversation. I think I pissed a lot of people off, a few people in the South. Fortunately, no one will ever hear that, at least not this time. But it was an amazing conversation. And I apologize to Robert, Lisa, and Josh that we didn't get it recorded, but we will look forward to getting them back on and move on. But until then,
my sincere apologies. It's a big technical difficulty there, but we're going to work through that and get better.
Right. So, Candace, well, I have a couple minutes. Just tell or introduce yourself to, I guess, people who don't know you or should know you.
Well, I'm Candace Montague. I am a journalist. I write about health and specifically health topics that affect African Americans. I started writing about HIV in 2008 after seeing a documentary that really shocked me about how the HIV rates are still high among African American women. And at that point in my life, I kind of thought we were kind of past that as a people, but it opened my eyes to something that I had not any idea, or I didn't have any idea what was going on, was about how HIV was still a major problem. And it's not just the virus. The more I got into writing about HIV, the more I started seeing how it's more of a political disease than anything. And I saw how other social justice issues affect those HIV rates. It's not about having a condom, although that's very important, but it's more about issues like unemployment and housing and domestic violence. And it spiraled me into doing more writing about other health topics and how social justice links to those health topics. So I have expanded and become more of a health writer of many topics that affect African Americans and women in particular. So.
And your writing has appeared in what publications?
My writing has appeared on thegrio.com. I'm a main blogger for thebody.com, and that is a all-purpose website for anything HIV and AIDS related. I started with examiner.com right here in DC. I was the DC HIV/AIDS examiner, but I also have written for thegrio.com. I have written for and still write for the Black AIDS Institute's newsletter called Black AIDS Weekly. And I write for a print publication here in DC called Capital Community News. The magazine is called East of the River Magazine. It's a magazine that focuses on Ward 7 and 8 here in the district.
Okay, well, good. Well, I don't write. Actually, I do, but not nearly as well as you do. I'm Larry. I'm originally from DC. I currently live in New York, in Brooklyn. I am living with HIV. I've been living with HIV since 1986. I work for an organization called Housing Works. I have been involved with community advocacy and activism officially, I guess, for the last 10, 12 years. I mean, I say all that to say that, that kind of colors some of my history and my experience. I've been a school teacher. I've been a preschool teacher. I'm a photographer. I like to think I'm a cook. I heard that.
I had your cooking. I can say you're a cook.
Okay, there you go. It's officially validated.
There you go.
Having said all that, this podcast, this 45 minutes or so that we will be doing this every couple of weeks or so, will not necessarily be about HIV or about health or about poverty or about activism. I think, especially depending on the guests, the topics and the conversation will be wildly varied, hopefully always passionate. I am a person living.
It could be about sports. It could be about pop culture.
Yes. Yeah. I think one of the things I like to share or like to kind of relay is that, I'm a person living with HIV. Candace, you write about HIV, but we are much more than that as people, as Black people, as parents, so forth and so on. And so the conversation, the voice will be wide open. And again, I hope that our listeners, our viewers, will either enjoy, interact. There'll be question and answer sessions. There will be ways you can post questions to our Facebook page, My Point Is, or to our email address. You can send questions or comments.
My point is the number 2 at gmail.com.
Yes, right. It'll be. I think the only thing we won't do is take call-ins. I haven't figured out how to answer a call for here, but I don't know if I want to do that anyway.
No, without screening them first.
Yeah. So that's the My Point Is podcast preview. I guess that's what this is. And I hope that you all stay tuned and join time we're actually on air. Yeah, hang out on Google Hangout. The next time we're actually live.
There you go.
All right. See you later.
See ya.